everyone, welcome back to our channel. My name is Elisa.
And I'm David, and in today's video we're going to share with you 17 tips for camping in Qatar, but we've got a very special guest with us today. We've got the ultimate Fraggle.
Correct, yes, and my name is Reinier, and you can follow me for lots of travel adventures in Qatar and abroad.
Awesome. Alright guys, let's get into the first tip. Here's tip 1. It does get very cold in the desert in Qatar, so you're going to want to make sure you can do a campfire at your camp. Our next tip is to pick up some firewood on your way to your campsite. We stopped at the Wood petrol station just outside of Sea Lion Beach, and we picked up a couple of pallets that we could use. That's a great free way to get some firewood. Last night we used that to make a campfire. The fire kept us nice and warm, and we also heated marshmallows and we heated up some water for our tea, so it was quite lovely. Next tip.
When you're driving through the desert in Qatar, the terrain sometimes very quickly changes from nice hard-packed sand to a really soggy, salty mud, almost like quicksand, and then it's very easy to get stuck with the car. If you pay close attention to the color and the darkness of the sand ahead of you, you can hopefully avoid getting stuck in those areas. You see how far my feet sink into it here? Imagine your tires. Of course, the salty mud will ruin your car quite quickly anyway, so best to avoid it as much as you can.
For our next tip, it's specific to the inland sea, which is probably the most popular camping spot in Qatar. Now, you need to download the Eurito Inland Sea app. It has quite a lot of information. It's got a map with key tracks on how to get there. It also has safety information. It also has key tips and contact numbers if you do get stuck as well. So make sure you download that.
Alright, our next tip is that you want to get an Insta tent. We got ours from Carrefour. They're super quick and easy to set up. Let me show you. Let's watch Mummy set up the tent. You want some help? It's a bit windy.
No, hold on.
Our next tip is about choosing a campsite. When choosing where to camp, pay attention to tide times, tide lines and the color of the sand. This is to make sure you don't flood your tent in the middle of the night. You want to look out for tire tracks to ensure you're not setting up in a busy, high traffic area. Also make sure you've got plenty of room between tents. About 5 meters is recommended, and make sure you have enough room to isolate the kitchen area and any fires you light are well away from your tent.
Right, this next tip is coming from home because we didn't actually use this tip, and that is to buy a camp fence. You want to have a camp fence just so that you have a barrier around your campsite because there are a lot of people driving around camps in Qatar. So it's a really good way just to, I guess, protect your campsite so that other people don't accidentally drive into you. Now, we didn't need to use this on this occasion because the camp we had set up was kind of at a dead end, so there were no cars passing. I got this one from Souk Waqif near the animal market, and I thought it was really reasonably priced. It was 22 riyals per metre, and I got 15 metres. So we've got a nice barrier if we want to use it, and I'll use these poles to hold them up with these cable ties, okay? The other thing that you might want to use is some reflective tape or some reflectors, okay? And I got these ones that cost me 7 riyals per metre at a local hardware store, so I'll just cut pieces off and put them where I need them. Okay, next tip.
Of course, one of the tips has got to be to take your trash home. It's alright to wrap everything up and put it into a bag, but then don't just leave it here. Put it actually in your car and dispose of it properly, right? Because even the kids are playing with the trash around here, and that's just not how it's supposed to be.
For our next tip, make sure that you save the contact numbers to the Aoun Group. They're a volunteer-run group who does rescues in the desert. Now, there's a very high chance that coming out to the desert you might actually get stuck, and the people that you're with, they might not be able to help you, or they don't have the right equipment. So if that's the case, give them a call. They're available 24/7. We'll link their contact details down below.
Alright, next tip guys, if you have an air mattress that needs blowing up, it's a really good idea to get an electric inflator. Okay, so it's going to make your life a lot easier. I've got mine here and it's plugged into the car. Let's see how it goes. This is much easier than using the hand pump or the foot pump or blowing it up, obviously. So I'm pretty happy with this. It's taking a few more minutes than I thought, but it's going up. Okay, so you get the idea. It's almost done. We've got a couple of mattresses for the boys as well. I'll do those next. Reinier, he's got himself just a regular foam mattress, and that actually works quite good because it weighs down the tent. So you can quickly put your tent up, put the mattress in, and it weighs it down, saves your tent blowing away.
Great, you've probably been counting, so that's only 9 tips. To see the rest of them, head over to my channel, Ultimate Fraggles Adventures on YouTube. And of course we'll see you there. And don't forget to subscribe to both our channels, The World and Us and Ultimate Fraggles Adventures. See you!